Welcome back.
Oh, that was so insane.
It's been a while for us, but not for you.
Yes, it's been like 4 weeks for us.
Oh my God. It's been like 3, okay?
3.5.
3.5. But we're back. And Kaylin, before we get into anything, you might have an idea of what we're going to be talking about today, but I just have one thing to say.
I don't know how they'd know. I don't know how he stopped freaking out at like the birds. He hates birds.
Sorry. Oh, we have a special guest. Do you want to introduce our special guest?
This is Mr. Beans.
So you might be noticing that we are, in fact, not in the Denver studio. We are in the Arizona studio.
We're on location
We are on
Paris.
location not in France yet this year.
One day.
So we are on location.
Day.
I got in last night to see Miss Ma'am, and we are here, and we're so excited. This is going to be a 2-parter because there's so much to get into. There's so many sports, and we wanted to highlight everyone, and especially all the badass women athletes and the badass men. So part 1, when you see this, it will be releasing on Monday. We're filming both on Friday, and we're going to talk about the women's sports and get into it. And then shortly, we're going to be talking about the men's, and you will see that tomorrow or whenever you're watching this.
If you're watching this on Monday,
If you
you'll
have your
see it
notifications
tomorrow.
on, you know. And if you haven't subscribed already, you should
What
do that.
are you doing?
You should do that. Turn the notifications on. Follow us on all the socials. Everything will be linked below. Also, we started a Patreon. So exciting for special content. We will be filming some fun things.
Yes, we're going to do like a little mailbag episode of all of your burning sports questions. So we're going to be going through those and answering those.
So if you don't follow us on Twitter in the future for mailbag episodes, you should follow us because we will ask what you want to ask us.
Yeah, whatever you want us to talk about and stuff. And you can also like well, I guess you can't comment below.
This will be on Monday, but you can still ask us your questions. It can be in the next mailbag. We'll save them for later.
We'll do that.
But we're going to do a lot of fun content on there for you guys. So everything's going to be linked below. My socials, Caitlin's socials, all the EU sports socials. And yeah, I'm so excited. Are we going to wear these the whole episode?
No.
No? Okay.
I can't even see straight.
Is it time? I can't either, but I kind of like it. Is it time to get serious? As serious as it can get.
That was me being serious.
All right. So as of today, we are filming this on Friday. The U.S. has a medal count of 41, Caitlin.
Incredible.
This is including men and women.
USA.
USA. We have 9 gold, 17 silver, and 15 bronze. And I wanted to get this down so we all can keep track. Obviously, we will have more medals by the time this is posted on Monday. But in Tokyo, the U.S. won a whopping 113 medals, baby.
That's a lot.
39 gold, 41 silver, and 33 bronze.
That's a lot of medals.
America. And you know what I watched, Caitlin, yesterday? I watched some gymnastics.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you watched America. I was like,
I did!
It's like, do what?
And I watched them slay.
Oh my
Gymnastics.
Gosh. Our girls, guys.
Listen.
Okay, like I'm a sucker for a story. Okay.
Oh, love the stories.
I'm a sucker for a story. Like when like news people and stuff, like they, make these big
Their
like
exposés.
emotional stories. Yeah. They're for me. I am the target audience. I love them so much.
They fill me up with so much joy.
Yes,
Listen.
and there were a lot of those stories.
There were so many stories. I was so happy for Simone and Suni and also Brazil's Rebecca.
Yeah.
they are they've been through so much, and obviously
all three of them.
Everyone knows about Simone's story and her mental health and getting the twisties. And as someone who, I didn't do gymnastics because I am 5'10", but I was a cheerleader. Yeah. So I did a lot of flipping and twisting, and it's very scary. And I did nothing near close to what Simone Biles did.
Nope.
So,
can't imagine.
And losing yourself in the air is possibly the scariest thing, because then you don't know what you're landing on. Yep. So for her to say, I'm not going to die over this, essentially, because you can, that's the reason I had to stop, is I had, like so many issues. But so I'm just so impressed by her. And I know a lot of people, she got a lot of flack because everyone thought she was bailing on the team. But she put herself first.
As she should.
And it felt really good. Everyone talks about Carrie Strung, the athlete from many years ago that was kind of forced to do her vault. And she literally landed on one foot, but it was for her country. And it's just so sad, though, because she was a little girl. She was not even 18 yet. And
that's so sad
to have that pressure. So the fact that Simone was so mature to come out, and then she supported all the girls. So it felt so good. I didn't think I was going to see her again. I mean, I don't know
back then,
I don't know how you come back from that. And so it's just been so impressive to watch her this season dominate like she usually does.
Well, and that's what I was going to say is, like, because, like, the thing about, like, Rebecca Andrade or Andrade. I don't know how they pronounce it.
I know. I don't want to say it wrong, so I just said her first name.
Rebecca. We love her.
We love Becca.
Well, like, that's, like, the thing about, like, Rebecca and Suni is, like, they both overcame such crazy physical challenges, which, again, in itself is absolutely insane. But, like, I feel like with mental challenges, like, you don't really have, like, a healing timeline.
No.
You know, like, when you break your ankle, it's, like, 6 to 8 weeks, and you can start working out again.
Well, when you're flipping, that's how it is. And I would, when I was learning how to do a back handspring, I would have one bad back handspring and then the rest of the night I'd say it's a done night. I can't think, like, I mentally couldn't overcome it. So people that can are very impressive to me.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, and like, you have to put, like, a lot of mental work in to, like, especially just because, like, it's not like she's coming back and, like, doing a couple back handsprings. She's coming back and being the best gymnast in the world.
Yeah, doing things that, like, no one else is doing.
Yes, like, she went from, pulling out of the Olympics in Tokyo and everything to coming back and literally winning 2 gold medals, a team gold medal.
Second all around.
Yeah.
I think it was so scary and exciting for her first event again to be the vault, which is what happened in the Tokyo. And then you see, like, that look of relief after.
Like, she fucking did it.
And I'm like, I don't know her, but go you.
Yes.
And that was so exciting. And then Suni has I read an incredible expose on the New York Times. You should go listen to it. This is not my information. But she basically has an incurable kidney disease, and her kidneys are not working. And so she thought it was over. She did not think she was going to be in this Olympics. She had to pull out at Auburn. I was going through so much. I think she said she gained around 40 pounds.
Yeah. In, like, a couple of months.
And not even, I think she said in a couple of weeks or something crazy like that. Yeah. And then when she was at Auburn, she wasn't able to go to classes anymore because people were stalking her. Aww. So I'm pretty sure she talked about going to Auburn for that college experience.
Yeah, she said she wanted to have, like, a normal college experience.
And people were, like, slipping notes under her dorm door. There was, like, no safe space for her. And so she was really depressed, and she spent a lot of time thinking that she kind of had to be the provider for all her siblings, and she just had an immense pressure. So she has had her own huge battle with mental and physical health.
Oh my goodness. The picture of her, like, with her poor sweet swollen face. I just want to hug her.
And it felt so good to watch her. And I was like, to the wire, I think we didn't know if she was going to medal or not.
Yep.
So it was so good for her. And then Rebecca from Brazil, who tore her ACL 3 times in 4 years. Everyone that won. Insane and came back. So for all 3 of the people that medaled to have gone through, like, immense struggles these past few years in between the last Olympics. I know, it's so cute.
It just shows the resilience and strength of women and athletes. And I just, man, That stuff is so badass to me. Like the stuff that they do is so hard, and you train so hard, and
it takes up all your life. Like,
yes, and to come back like after such hard physical, mental, emotional like trauma
in front of the world.
Yes,
you have everyone talking about you all the time.
Yes,
and people were horrid to her. Yes. And then for the U.S. women to come back and win as a team.
It's beautiful.
As lazy as they were,
Ew.
Michaela Skinner.
Lazy, not hard workers.
Olympic champions.
Baby.
My favorite part was them asking what their team name was, and they said
F around and
find out. And then Simone went on Twitter and said, it's actually the Golden Girls because we're the oldest gymnast team. I was like, oh, she was piping hot from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michaela Skinner had a few words. She went on YouTube in a now deleted video and decided to say that besides Simone, everyone was lazy and lacked discipline. A whole bunch of stuff like that.
The thing that I hated about it was that she pretty much said that it was literally because their coaches didn't verbally abuse them anymore.
Yes, we are on the same wavelength, honey.
I'm like, that's crazy.
I love the Olympics. My family and I have always been very obsessed with the gymnastics side of things. Like my family and I have always watched the women. Nastia Lukin and Shawn Johnson were my favorite growing up. I wanted to be a gymnast. My height did not agree. But the Karolis were the top dogs. And they were also protecting that, terrible human being. And ever since, they made safe sport and are protecting these athletes, she basically came on and said that they're soft because they're not getting
like screamed at,
abused, beat, like degraded, mentally beat down, starved. And so it just goes to show that however lazy you think they are because they aren't with, terrible human beings anymore, we still got the gold, baby.
Yes, mental toughness can be built without abuse.
Yes.
When you're being abused, like in an athlete situation, like in the way that they were, like you're surviving. That's not mental toughness. You're doing what you physically have to do to get through.
Yeah.
Like what they've overcome over the last few years with new wonderful coaches, that's mental toughness.
So people that are supporting you, there's tough love and there's abuse. Yes. And they are not the same. And you can love someone and have tough conversations and be a tough coach, but you don't have to be an evil coach. Yeah. And it's all about the kids because all the little girls look up to them. So I'm just so glad that now all the little girls in gymnastics can be like, it's okay. You are safe. You are loved. You are powerful. And you can win a gold medal, baby.
Yes. And I love it too because you have so much representation in the 5 girls that were there and stuff like that. Like you have Jade, who's the sweet little blonde white girl.
She's so cute.
You have freaking Simone. Jordan
Childs.
Yep.
Who's the best of both worlds.
Yes. You have Suni for all the beautiful little Asian American babies with little Asians. And
it's just, you get to, I remember being little and it's one of the things I'm not, how do I put this? When you're little and you're a little blonde girl, you get a lot of representation. So I didn't understand, and it makes me feel sad, kind of all the little girls that didn't get to see themselves represented in TV shows and movies and as princesses and as athletes. So it's so fun that they've taken over and almost every single little girl can look up and be like, she looks like me.
Yeah.
It's just very
even
sweet.
The Brazilian girls with Rebecca. And I just think that I think that it's just such a beautiful thing that
and
you
Simone
can
and Rebecca shared a huge hug.
Oh my God, I know. They were being so supportive of each other and Suni too. Because
it's a competition, but you can tell gymnastics is you start when you're super young. So I'm sure they've all been competing against each other, forever and ever. So
and they all know what they've overcome. To have the 3 of them literally overcome so much and be the 3 girls who medal.
Yeah.
All 3 of them, they just knew. You could tell after they were done competing, they're like, we effing did it.
It's so great.
It's so good.
Speaking of badass girls, I wanted to share who won us our first medal of the Olympics this year, Miss Caitlin. It was a silver medal, and it was Sarah Bacon and Cassidy Cook.
Bacon and Cook.
And their nickname is Cook and Bacon.
As it should be.
As it should be. They put Americans on the podium for they did the 3 meter synchro springboard.
Yeah.
They haven't done the rest of the
synchronized
platform.
diving, right?
Yeah, they haven't done the rest of the platform stuff. But they've been best friends since they were little. And they've been diving together.
I'm like literally tearing up about it. I'm not even joking.
They've been diving together since 2019. So not that, barely since before the last Olympics.
Yeah.
And so, yes, they put Americans on the podium for the 3 meter synchro springboard final for the first time since 2012.
Amazing.
And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to cut this out if I'm wrong, the Chinese won first. And let me tell you, China's dives, I was watching another dive team yesterday that took the gold, and let me tell you, it looks like a mirror.
Oh, it's insane.
Synchro diving. Fun fact, if anyone wants to hear about my dream from last night,
I do.
We love talking about dreams. I woke up and immediately ran downstairs to tell Caitlin that in my dream, and I was still waking out of the dream, that we had won a silver medal.
Duh.
I mean, yeah. So I had a dream that Caitlin and I ended up getting the silver medal for one of the synchro diving. And we had never practiced and never dived before. But
We've never
divin, but we were just so in sync. And we got that medal, baby. And then,
as we should.
And then immediately I went, this is going to be such great sports content. Us winning a silver medal with no practice. We just got it.
This is easy.
We love to talk about our dreams here, and I have the oddest ones. But as I said yesterday, listen here, everybody. I love to be delusional. And I often think while watching, and I'm eating my sour gummy worms while watching athletes in the greatest shape of their lives, that, you know what? Put me in there. I might get bronze.
Coach. Yep.
I don't know. Listen, guys. Hawaii Spence was in Hawaii last week, and I was in the pool with,
Were you?
I was.
Whoa! And then she got that breaststroke, baby.
And then I was like doing the backstroke.
Ooh, girl!
I was just going so fast, and I thought, you know what? If I had the time to train, you know what? So maybe, you never know.
Yeah, you get it, girl.
I thought I was speedy.
I believe in you.
I was fast.
I would prefer you in canoe slaloming.
Listen here, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's talk about my favorite new sport.
She loves the canoes.
I love canoe slaloming. This is my new favorite sport of the Olympics. And essentially,
I love that it is.
Have you watched it?
No. Don't roll your eyes at
me. Tomato.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so there's C1 and there's K1. Got it?
Sure.
So C1 is canoe, and then K is for kayak. So the canoe, this
makes so much sense now. I'm being so serious.
So with the canoe, they have like one little paddle, and the kayak, I believe they have both. I've been watching the canoe slaloms.
Canoe is only one? Oh,
yes, but a lot of them do both. And then kayak has both, has a paddle on each end.
Are they like two separate events?
Yes, they're two separate events. And essentially, they literally have a whitewater rafting scenario. And have you ever seen ski slaloming? So it's where they have like two bars and you basically have to go through. Like they do the skiers through it. It's the same with whitewater rapids. And these people are in these boats, mind you, and they have to like canoe around the rapids to go through the things, and you can't touch the bars. And if you miss it, it's like a big enough deduction that you're kind of out of the race.
Shut
girl. And they don't know the course beforehand. The first one,
So you got to like think on your toes.
Well, you have to figure out your way through the rapids. God. So Jessica Fox of Australia is a beast. That is my note.
Jessica Fox. Go girl.
I, again, looked up, because I love a good story, how people get into canoe slaloming.
Yeah, truly.
And her parents were both canoeists in the Olympics in the 80s.
Oh, I love that.
Her mom is her coach. So Jessica Fox is the most decorated canoe slalom athlete in Olympic history.
Wow.
So last Saturday, she won the K1, the canoe race. That's her third gold medal and her sixth Olympic medal. And then in a shocking move, go USA, this little 20-year-old American, it's either Evie or Evie Liebfarth. She shocked everyone because she was not supposed to place at all. Her world ranking was really low just compared to all the talent there. And she won the first medal for America in canoe slalom since 2004, baby. So
That's
she won
20.
She won bronze at 20 years old.
So she literally...
She was born. That's what the big thing was. She was born when the first medal was won.
Ew, I'm crying. I literally have tears.
So listen,
so sweet.
If you haven't checked out the Canoe Slaloming, it's very entertaining, and
I'm gonna make Spencer show it to me while she's here.
And it was one of those things that I was watching, and I was like, you know what? I think I could potentially do this. So I'm gonna tell you, Caitlin, because I want you to tell me the 3 sports in the Olympics right now for summer.
Ow.
The 3 sports, Miss Ma'am, that you think you would be good at. So I essentially think that I could do. Is backstroke an Olympic event?
Yes.
Okay. Slay.
It's like the 100-meter backstroke.
If I trained, okay, I think I could do the whatever that is.
The backstroke?
Yeah.
I got you, girl. I could see that.
I don't really know if I could do canoe slaloming, but I'm going to put it out there because I want to.
I think you'd be great at it.
Thank you. So I'm going to put in the canoe slaloming event.
And third, would you do gymnastics? The trampolining that we watched earlier.
Scared.
That would be so
trampolining.
Fun.
Yeah. I would feel a little more comfortable. No, you know what? Synchronized swimming. I'm a dancer. I started dance at the age of 3 and have been a dancer for a very long time. So you know what? I got good lungs. So I'm going to go with synchronized swimming, baby. Or
you're a water girly.
Honorable mention, Olympic speed walking. Listen, guys, I'm 5'10". You should have seen me in the airport last night. I was going...
She was getting her first Olympic medal?
If you follow me on Twitter, you know I literally and meant it. I wish I could sue slow walkers for emotional distress.
Well, then you would be awesome at Olympic speed walking.
Listen, I got some long legs. I'm 5'10", but there's no torso, baby. It's all legs. God.
I had so much fun. I watched the 20K speed walk race.
Heck yeah.
And stuff like that. I mean, like, I didn't watch like the whole thing because I really can't stare at people walk for 3 hours. But yeah, oh my gosh, they were like, and they were just like there were like people holding out waters and stuff like that. And these girls would like grab a water and then just dump it on themselves and keep walking. And I'm like, go girl. Okay.
You go girl. You walk yes. quickly. You get that walking.
Yes. And I'm like, you all have great bodies. Like, I want to speed walk and have a great body.
Listen, they say walking's really good for women.
Okay, well, I need to get off my ass then.
Yeah, well, we have things to do right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, touche.
Maybe later. We can go on a hot girl walk after this.
Okay. Oh,
that's too hot.
I was going to say it would
just
be
kidding.
a very desert hot girl walk.
I landed at 10 p.m. and it was 100 degrees outside. If you don't know me, being hot is probably my most hated thing in the entire world, which is why I live in Denver, Colorado. It might get hot in the summer, but it is a nice 60 degrees in the morning. And let me tell you, any place that is 100 degrees at 10 p.m.
Sorry.
I just don't know what inspired you to move there, but
sunshine. I would rather literally lay on the concrete and bake like a dozen chocolate chip cookies than like freeze or be cold.
Don't people like fry eggs in Arizona?
Yes.
On the sidewalk?
People like in the sunshine. Wait, in the sunshine.
We can cook some bacon.
I'm kidding. No, that was good. I liked it.
Okay.
But no, stop. I loved it. It was funny. You have good dad jokes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. No, what I was going to say is people literally will put cookie dough on like a pan and put it in their car. And then like have like the sunshine through.
That's so disgusting.
It is pretty bad.
I can't.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually eat them.
But see, okay. I'll respect your decision.
All I've learned though from your 3 sports is that you're a water girl.
I embraced, so the older you get as a girl, you usually don't like to get your hair wet in the pool.
That's true.
Being in Hawaii, I let the mermaid dying to get outshine. And
as you should.
I was in that water day in and day out. I was in that pool because
I've always been a water girl.
An ocean has creatures, but a pool is safe. So I was in that water all day, all night.
As you should.
So I think I'm going to pick up swimming.
I think you should.
My back hurt after a full, I did like 2 laps.
Back hurt.
And then my back hurt the next day. I was sore.
I feel that. I went to Topgolf for my birthday over the weekend and my arms were sore. Even my legs. And I'm like, what did I do with my legs?
Oh, so is that one of your sports?
Golf? I would love to get into golf. The hard thing for me is that I'm a cripple. So I don't really know. I mean, like,
how that would work.
Shoot me out in the Paralympics. Like,
slay.
Like, I'll go in the Paralympics and vibe. But, like, so I think for me.
Would they let you in there?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm like.
Are you crippled enough?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't like. I think I'm
is
like.
That a thing?
I think I'm like kind of stuck in the middle, where I'm like I'm like not quite able-bodied, but I'm not quite like fully crippled. So I think I'm like stuck in the center. It's fine, purgatory.
You know, it's fine.
But
maybe you could do both.
Well, I was gonna say, so I would do track.
Oh yeah,
definitely
you were a runner.
do track. Yes,
she's a runner. She's a track star.
I love racing. I was a sprinter, and there was nothing like sprinting to me.
We love track and field.
I love it. I'm having so much fun.
We'll talk about it after you give us your 2 more, and then we'll get into some track and field.
Oh my God. Okay. So first of all, I'd be a sprinter. I would probably do the 200, not the 100, because I have a bad start. I know that's like horrible, but like I'm bad in blocks and stuff like that. Oh, stop. You're so sweet. I really am. No, I'm actually awful.
But I am. It's okay.
No, it's like I was never like the fastest starter. Like you know, you have to jump out of your blocks really fast, and a lot of the times when you get a really good start, you can get a really good race.
Sure.
For me, I was always like behind in the start, and then I could run my way through. So with the 100, a lot of the times, like the 100 meter, it's just a straight line, obviously, and like for me, like I would still keep up and I would do great, but like I could never win because I never had like enough time to like pull it out.
Catch up, yeah.
Yeah, but like so the 200 was always my race because like I was always a little bit behind in the beginning or whatever because of my stupid starts, and then I would just like wrap around the curve and I would just annihilate everyone. People, I loved it. I always thought it was really fun because I was always like this little white girl. And I ran against a lot of like these really incredible Black female athletes and stuff like that. And they were always so sweet to me after the race.
Aww.
They would always like come up to me and be like, "You got wheels." And I'm like, I promise, like I'm a little faster than I look. Like
I know I don't look like I should be fast.
Yes, they were always so sweet to me. And like after the race, because like they were always just like so good and so serious, and like I can't be serious because I'm scared and I throw up before every race. And so like I would always just like be joking around with them, and they'd be like, "Girlfriend, like I'm about to whoop your ass." And then like I would always like I would win a lot. I did win a lot. And after the races, they were always just like, "Okay.
All right. We underestimated you."
Yes, they were always so good to me. I had so much fun doing it. And it's just like, I love competing, so I would definitely do that. That's one of my bucket list items. I don't know if I've ever told you that. One of my bucket list items is to retrain as like a sprinter and race again at some point.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
you do that, and then I'm going to swim.
Okay, I love this for us. Go us, new goals. Oh man, I don't even know what I would do after. I think I could do trampoline. I'm actually really good at like flips on a trampoline and shit like that. So I think if I like trained and I could get like those really high trampolines.
Heck yeah.
I think I would do that.
I agree. Maybe we can do it synchro because we're so.
That would be so fun.
Then we can get the gold medal, not the silver in my dream. I love how at least in my dream it was not realistic, but at least like we didn't get the gold without training. Like we got the silver.
Yeah, like at least it wasn't unrealistic.
You
We came
know.
in second.
Yeah, we didn't win.
Yeah, I know we would win. That's fine.
It's okay.
I'm trying to think of what my third one would be. I'm like not a big water girly. I'm more of like a throw me on a float and like let me hang out in the sunshine on the water.
Uh-huh.
Or like like I like to like go underwater and like do handstands and stuff.
Oh.
But like
so you could do synchronized dancing.
I could, but like swimming is not like the vibe for me. I'm a doggy paddle kind of girl.
So no water polo for you.
Definitely not. Oh my God, no. I would be so bad at water
Fencing?
polo.
You could do fencing.
I'm too crippled for that. I don't have a dominant arm. And so I couldn't do that.
What's left?
Archery, can't do it, too crippled. I can't shoot. Basketball? I could probably do basketball.
Slay.
I got a shot.
Basketball.
Yeah,
we'll put you in there, girlfriend.
That's what we're gonna be. I can't do 3v3 because I don't know the rules of it.
I don't understand that whatsoever.
No, so I'm gonna do the regular basketball.
Yeah,
I'll just be all-time shooting guard. Just only. I'm like a catch and shoot girly.
You got it.
Don't make me dribble the ball because
we don't need to dribble.
I'm too crippled to dribble the ball.
You don't need to swing the rock.
Can't go left. Can't go right.
Caitlin can't swing. Caitlin swing the rock. Rios.
I can't, really. No, truly, I can't.
It's fine. Caitlin, the possession ends here. Rios.
Caitlin gets the ball and has to shoot. Rios.
Speaking of track and field, Miss Ma'am, I love me some track and field. Listen, I did not know this before attending the University of Kentucky because it is very well known for their basketball program. Well, it used to be. And Kentucky is actually a major track and field school, and I ended up becoming friends with a ton of people on the track and field team, and they're some of the most wonderful people I have ever met.
Love it.
And one of my best guy friends from college, he's now married and grown up, but he is currently in Paris, and I forget when he's competing. He does the 110-meter hurdles, so I'm very excited to watch him. But Kentucky track and field has 7 athletes in Paris right now.
Which is very cool for her because I was going to say, if you didn't already know, if you haven't watched like episode 1, she went to University of Kentucky.
I did. Yeah. And they have 7 athletes in Paris. I went to school with several of them. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, she came to our school. I was a junior. And she broke her own world record this year at qualifiers.
I just saw that.
This is the 5th time she has broken the event world record for the 400-meter hurdles. And the 2nd time she has won the Olympic trials gold medal for that event. She is the 400-meter hurdle girly.
That's impressive.
And then another girl, she's not representing USA, but Jasmine Camacho Quinn, she was a beast of a runner
Puerto Rico,
Kentucky.
Right?
Yes, she's representing Puerto Rico. And she got gold in the Tokyo Olympics, so I believe, for the 100-meter hurdles. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But she was the 2nd Puerto Rican to ever get gold in that event. So that was very cool for me.
I love that. I love all these people making history, man.
I know. Wrapping up, I have one more person from Kentucky. The fencer that won her 2nd straight gold medal in the women's individual foil final. Do I know what that means? Not really. Is from Lexington, Kentucky, Miss Lee Kiefer. She made history in Tokyo, and she was the first American to win a gold medal in the individual foil, and the first American woman to earn a #1 world ranking in the 2022 to 23 season.
That's so
And then
dope.
Lauren Scruggs of the USA won silver.
I love that.
Yeah, the USA girlies are killing it in everything.
Showing up and showing out.
We got a medal in canoe slalom.
Women.
We got the golds in gymnastics. We got fencing. We got track and field coming up. And rugby. Should we talk about rugby?
Can we?
Miss Alona Mar, if you're watching this right now,
her.
which I know you won't, but maybe one day you will, you are a boss ass bitch. And I have been following you on social media since the last Olympics, and you are such an empowering individual. I love your story. I love how open you are. I love how much you instill confidence in women that no matter your body type, you can be muscular and still feminine. You can wear lipstick while playing rugby. You are an inspiration, my dear. As someone that we both grew up with a lot of brothers.
Stop, you're literally making me cry.
I'm on antidepressants, so I can't do that. But
me too.
As someone who grew up with brothers, and I know you feel the same way, that I loved playing flag football and going fishing and doing a lot of manly things.
Yeah.
But we both are very girly girls. So Alona Mar is kind of another sports kind of girly that we can wear pink and wear pretty dresses, and we're still feminine.
Be badasses.
We're still feminine, and we're women.
Oh my gosh. First of all, she was like making me cry because I love stuff like that. Like,
yes,
the way that she talks about it, like, just about being a woman and, you know, playing such a physical sport like rugby. Like, someone like me, I grew up, like, she's exactly who I wish that I could have looked up to as, like, a kid.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I wanted to be a football player. Like, when people literally asked me, like, I would be wearing pink and dresses and sparkles and playing dress up.
I used to tell my dad that eventually they're going to let women and I'm going to be, but I wanted to be a linebacker.
Oh, yeah. See, I could never. I'm too much of a wimp.
Yeah.
But, like, I always said I wanted to be the first female quarterback for the Denver Broncos. And, like, people always literally laughed in my face, and then they would see me play football and be like, oh, like, she can actually kind of play.
Yeah.
Like, are you a dude? Are you a man? Like, they would make jokes like that all the time. And it was always so hurtful because I'm like, first of all, even if I was, like, none of your business, back up, okay? But, like, second of all, I'm like, I'm such, like, a feminine girl. I love dressing up. I love sparkles. Like, me being an athlete and me being strong and me being good at, like, a male-dominated sport, like, it takes nothing away from my femininity. Like,
100%.
You know, and I love that, like, you know, she put it so well, like, just saying, like, we should take up space. Like, women deserve to take up space, whether it be in male-dominated areas or female-dominated areas or whatever it be. Like,
and women can have muscles and not be considered a man.
Yes, we're allowed to be strong. We're allowed to be strong and feminine and buff. And who cares?
And that was one of my favorite things is they asked her who she would want a silly question to play her in a movie. She goes, they'd probably have to put on about 50 pounds of muscle. And I was like, yes. It's she kind of details all the things that she's been through and all the things that people have said and bullies and all of that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of the same shit.
And she was crying with if you didn't know now, the U.S. women's rugby won their first medal ever in rugby sevens with a comeback win over Australia.
Yep, the bronze medal, badass girls.
And it was just so special to watch. Alona was crying, and she has been such a fun person to watch over the past few years and an advocate for rugby. I have never really watched rugby ever in my life. I didn't really know it was an American thing. I thought mainly it was only played overseas. So it's cool to see the USA in a sport that literally is not popular at all.
Just a bunch
get
of
their first medal.
Women.
Yes.
I was watching it and I was like these girls are such badasses.
It is a physical sport.
Yes, being thrown around and stuff, like tackled onto the ground with no pads.
This might be our opening for football to be able to tackle people.
Yeah,
that's what
straight up.
I was gonna say that's what I like to do, but that just sounds weird.
No, you do. we tackle. It's fine.
I listen. The way when I think of tackling, I'm thinking of when I played flag football and I like grab that flag.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, you're out of here.
I know. That's like. I see. Like, I am a little bit too dumb to tackle. Like, that sounds stupid. But, like, I'm like the kind of person. And maybe it's because I'm like short. And like a weak loser. But like, I think that if I had to tackle someone, I would have to like jump on top of them.
Oh.
Like, I think I'd have to like run and jump.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that I could have really like put my head down like the way that they teach you.
You gotta like go for under the legs.
Yeah. I would definitely have to be creative. Like, I'd have to like teamwork tabletop someone.
Teamwork, dreamwork. We love that.
Yeah.
We can work on it.
But yes, either way, these rugby women, badasses. Congratulations on the freaking bronze.
Congratulations,
so cool.
girls. Keep on winning. I'm really excited. I love diving, so I'm really excited about the platform stuff coming up this week and then the individual gymnastics events. I'm sure Simone's going to win a lot more gold medals.
Yeah.
And
all of the track coming up this week.
I'm so excited to see my friends, my fellow Kentucky Wildcats, and a lot of the swimming still going on. Katie Ledecky won the bronze in the 400.
Broke another world record for the 1500.
Oh, she was lapping people in the 1500.
Yes.
That's my favorite part of the Olympics is just watching everyone else and then Katie Ledecky and you're like, is she that behind? No, she's that ahead.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
And you also had, Husk.
Tori Husk won gold in the women's 100-meter butterfly, which I tried to do the butterfly when I was in the pool in Hawaii. I was like, how do they do this?
Oh my gosh, that's probably why your back hurt, because it takes so much back strength.
Well, I didn't really get out of the water, Caitlin, so I
Touche.
And then Gretchen Walsh won silver in the 100-meter butterfly. So USA gets gold and silver.
Yes, and it was a literal 1-2 finish. I was watching it and I was like, oh, so cute. I cried.
Then the women win silver in the 4x100. Mm-hmm. We will talk about this shortly in part 2, but the men won gold in 4x100. So USA's crushing it so far.
Yes.
Yep. And the USA women are crushing it so far. They're making records. They're defying expectations. Yeah. And they're all doing it. All of the USA athletes I have seen are so well spoken. They are so mature. They are great role models.
I was about to say, because you said great. What I was gonna say is that like they all just like they exude so much like gratefulness and like thankfulness for the opportunity.
They carry themselves so well.
They've just been like so fun to like watch in interviews and just I don't know, they've all been like having the time of their lives and just representing the United States
and looking beautiful while doing it.
Absolutely crushing
Miss Simone, if you don't want that leotard anymore, it's not gonna fit me, but if you can hook it up, sister, that thing, listen,
it's so pretty.
If there's one thing I love equally to pink, it's glitter and sparkles.
Pink and sparkles,
And Suni and Simone looked wonderful. I'm so excited to watch the rest of the gymnastics, the rest of the track, the rest of the diving, the rest of the everything.
And we still have basketball too. So
we still have more basketball.
Yes, I was gonna say the women's basketball team they are 2-0 right now.
Listen here, Asia Wilson. My God, girlfriend,
my woman crush.
Are you a one of a kind? You and Sabrina and the whole USA women's basketball team have been so fun to watch. And I am so glad that Caitlin Clark and other people, okay, we don't have to focus on Caitlin Clark because people get iffy over it. Yes. I'm so glad that she has brought a bigger stage for the women in basketball, and they are killing it right now.
Yep, they've it's really funny. So the WNBA and obviously Team USA and everything like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw during All-Star Week, they played each other. They had during All-Star Week for the women, they had Team USA and Team WNBA with like all the other really great girls in the WNBA. They played each other like for the All-Star game, and Team WNBA won. And it sent everyone up in arms because they were like, why are these girls on Team WNBA not on Team USA representing America? Because they beat these women that are supposed to be representing like Team USA. And so everyone was like freaking out about it. So
drama.
Yes, because Caitlin Clark wasn't chosen and blah, blah, blah.
That was all. But she's a rookie.
Yes, and that's what they were saying.
It's not like she's never going to be on the Olympic team.
That's what I was going to say.
I don't think there's any rookie on the men's Team USA.
No, or anything like that, really. And it's just like, I don't like the way that I was thinking about it is like the women have won 7 in a row, 7 gold medals in a row, 15, whatever it is. They've won a shit ton of gold medals in a row in women's basketball in the Olympics. And like when you have someone like Caitlin Clark who comes in who will be, I will say, a generational talent, or at least like a generational player, an impactful player, someone who is obviously impacting the game. Yeah. Same with like Angel Reese. Like these are new people that are coming in, and Camila Cordoso and everything like that. There are a bunch of big names that are coming in and they're going to take over. But they're all still really young. And I just think that like you do have a lot of women, Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner and Asia Wilson and all these women who are getting older and their careers will be over soon. Brianna Stewart, like these women.
Yeah, the next generation will have their time very soon.
Yes, like these women are still, like the women that are playing for Team USA are such incredible basketball players and everything like that. Like they really are. And so are the women that were on Team WNBA. They're incredible too. But it's really cool because I feel like we're like getting close to like this passing of the torch where like a lot of these older women who've been in the WNBA for several years now, they're going to be probably retiring and everything like that in the next 5 years.
The changing of the guard, as they like to say.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's how I feel like it's going to be. Like I bet you in the next Olympics, the thing that a lot of people are talking about is Arike I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not gonna butcher it. Okay, she plays for the Dallas Wings and everything like that. That's so funny to me, like chicken wings. I don't know why.
The Dallas Wings,
the Dallas chicken wings. Like, okay, I don't know why.
The Denver Nuggets.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love food. I'm so hungry.
I know we haven't eaten yet.
Oh my God, we haven't. Oh my God, we're gonna get carne asada fries later. By the way. Okay. Anyway,
sexy food.
Sexy food. But so a lot of people were mad that Arike got snubbed. She's like one of the most badass players. And she absolutely took over Team WNBA versus Team USA for All-Star Week. She crushed it. And apparently she was snubbed last time too. So I'm like really praying that she gets her chance to represent Team USA because she is like everything that you would want in like an Olympian for Team USA. On this women's team. She's everything that you could hope for. And so I hope that with kind of like this changing of the guard and this next round of WNBA stars that get to represent Team USA, I hope she's one of them.
Let's get it.
Yes. And I hope obviously, and I think it would be really fun. I think it would bring peace to the world to have Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on the same team representing Team USA together. Like I think having them be like legitimate teammates working towards the same goal.
Yeah, Angel Reese needs to just settle down a bit.
Settle down
with some of her comments. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes, I just think that like there's animosity where it doesn't need to be.
I think people just are gonna pit them together forever. So then they feel they have to be pit. But I don't. I think it's a one-sided thing. I think it's very one-sided.
Here's the thing about being a woman: women will always pit each other.
Yes.
Or women will always be pit against each other and put against each other and, one.
About everything.
Yes, about everything ever. If two girls, that's what they say, you'd never have two pretty best friends. Like, okay.
I beg to differ.
I am looking at a camera right now that has two pretty best friends.
I'm looking at a really pretty friend right now.
A really pretty best friend right now.
Oh my God.
We're so creepy. But I'm just saying, like, women will always get pit against each other, and like, I just don't think that it has to be. I think that we can build together.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Why
we be friends?
I think that was good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. American Idol, call us, please.
American Idol, hello?
Hello.
I wasn't serious then, but I will be.
So then, like, we were talking about how we love stories, right? Mm-hmm. So there's this beach volleyball duo, Sarah Hughes and Kelly Chang. And they were born in the same year, grew up 30 minutes from each other. They're representing Team USA together. They played volleyball together in high school and everything like that. And they were like a beach volleyball pair together. And it ended in a breakup. Okay, a friendship breakup. I don't know if it was like bad or anything like that, but they kind of like parted ways and started working with other beach volleyball partners and everything like that and did it for years. And they literally are like reconnecting and they're doing this. Yes, I know. And so like they reconnected to do the Paris Olympics together. Like childhood best friends that like played volleyball together. Yes.
Stop.
Yeah, they were saying like our story's far from over. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
I love it so much. So go
let me say this about the beach volleyball girls. For you annoying men, and this is not about the nice people that Caitlin and I hold dearly. This is about the men on Twitter complaining about the change of beach volleyball uniform. I'm sorry. This isn't Hooters. This is the Olympics and they're athletes. I never in my life would have wanted to wear a bikini diving into the sand for a volleyball.
Okay, so that's actually what I was going to say is like what's so funny is that like some of these people, men, a lot of them acting crazy about like these women starting to wear pants now and stuff like that. I'm like, first of all, like they weren't wearing the bikinis for your enjoyment. It was because it was literally on the beach. Like
yes.
Beach volleyball started.
It started out just playing on the beach.
Yes. And so people were wearing swimsuits and shit like that. Because they were at the beach, swimming in water, like that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry. Beach volleyball was not for anyone's weird amusement, okay?
Yes. And so I'm like, if I were like a beach volleyball player and everything like that, I would not want to be diving into sand. Do you know how much that hurts when you like slide in the sand?
Do you know sand gets everywhere?
everywhere. I'm like, I would wear pants too, protect my little knees.
I'm happy for them.
Yes.
I'm like, you go, girls.
I would wear a whole scuba suit.
Oh, I like that idea. We should
you.
petition that. Make them even more mad.
Yep. I'm actually also going to add extra padding in there too, so you can't even see a single lump.
Nope. Like the Michelin Man?
Yes. Little marshmallows.
Little marshmallows.
That's actually how they're going to play now.
Yeah.
It might affect their ability to like do stuff, but whatever.
So if you are watching the Olympics as a man and you're mad that there's not enough skin showing, I would say you're not watching the correct videos that
Stop deleting your search history. Just go back to your search history and click on previously seen.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
Got me a little riled up the other day.
Yes. I just like, here's the thing. The Olympics are for sport. They're not for looks.
They are athletes.
Yes.
They are top of the line.
No one's here to be pretty for you. And that includes Alona.
Yeah.
Like, she's not there to be cute and pretty for you.
If I want to wear lipstick, I'm going to wear lipstick.
As she should. Yes.
Period.
Yes.
There's nothing. I love the guys that try and when you're dating them and they're like, you don't need that. This is for me, honey.
Yes.
So I feel my best.
I'm so glad that you like me when I think I'm ugly.
Yeah.
But like,
this is for me.
Yeah. But so like talking about, women wearing makeup and stuff like that. It's like the same thing with athletes. Like we were talking about with like Alona wearing lipstick and everything. People always like make fun of women like for putting on makeup like before a basketball game or before they go work out.
Track and field. Listen, the girls in Kentucky and everywhere are always someone we're going to talk about very shortly and we didn't get to earlier, Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yep. Yes.
You can do it. Dress to the nines. Who cares?
Yes. Who cares if I have a face full of makeup? God forbid I want to look hot while I absolutely dominate my race.
Period.
Okay. And again.
Period.
Yes. And again, it's for us. Like, I don't care if you think I'm ugly. I don't care if you think I'm pretty, but
so when y'all give us comments like, oh my gosh, she has so much makeup on. Okay.
No. And straight up. And let me tell you,
was I supposed to care?
Interesting. No, but
I know. I put it on.
Yes. For me, when I look my best, I also feel my best and perform my best. If I'm feeling myself,
I'm enhancing my features with art.
Yes. I'm just going to be hyped up. If I were looking hot, my makeup was done and looking great. And I was sitting there jumping, getting ready to hop in my blocks. I'd be like, I look like a bad bitch.
I look good.
I love that.
But to wrap things up, as we just love to get off topic here, to wrap things up, we are going to do some sexy sports, some sexy Olympics. We are going to do some sexy rugby and some sexy track today.
Yeah.
And we are going to figure out, again, I don't really remember how I did it last time.
You're going to do
how to put it. You're going to watch it with us.
We're going to figure it out.
So we are first going to watch one of Alona's major highlights from the epic match. And then we're going to watch Sha'Carri blow it out of the water in her, I think, 100 meter.
Yep, it was her 100 meter. These are our sexy sports clips for the day.
For the women's.
Yep, for the women.
And then part 2, we're going to do some men's.
Yep.
So let's watch. Caitlin Marie, get ready for some sexy rugby from our girl, Miss Alona Mar.
Oh, the stiff arm is crazy.
She trucked through that bitch.
And look how freaking fast she is. She obviously started slowing
There's
down.
no one near her.
No, she annihilated.
She is such a badass woman, and I
the
love
stiff
you.
Arm,
no one is close. No one is close.
She's such a badass.
On to Miss Sha'Carri.
Sexy rugby.
Oh, here
and
their
outfits are so good.
Miss America.
I love it. No, that was good.
Thanks.
I want you to sing it at the next.
Okay. I was planning on it.
Good.
Ready?
Yes.
Oh.
The start. Oh my God! Just look at her.
And then it's just so wild. She pulls away instantly, and no one's touching her.
No, it's beautiful.
10.94.
That's insane.
The world record is 2.49. So she was close.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that's
She's
fast.
so beautiful.
I ran a 12.
I ran like
It was like a 12 even.
I ran like a 6.2, but
wow, Speedy.
it's just not
girl.
It's not recorded, but
Stop.
that's my. I mean,
It's like
I would show you guys. Ready?
I was gonna say it's like that.
Did you see
SpongeBob
that
episode? You want to see me do it again?
You want to see me do it again?
I love it.
All right. Well, I feel like that was all we have to say about the lovely women of the Olympics so far,
Yeah.
mainly USA.
Yep.
But now we're going to head on over to part 2. If you're watching this on Monday, it will be out tomorrow.
We'll see
and
you
if
Tuesday.
you're a loser and wait to watch our show, just kidding, we love you all. If you wait to watch our show, then you can just head on right over to part 2.
I'm sure it'll already be out.
Well, I'm sure it'll already be out.
You can just binge watch us for hours.
Oh my God. And if you haven't watched episode 1, 2, 3, or 4, get on it.
Yes. And lastly, we're so happy you're here.
We're so happy you're here. I'm so happy I'm with my friend.
We're so happy to be back.
We're so happy to be back. So like, subscribe, comment. If you're still watching, tell us what your favorite weird Olympic sport has.
Ooh,
like
I
mine
love
is
it,
the
yes.
canoe slalom. So if you've gotten into anything, tell me your like number one favorites. Mine's always women's gymnastics. And then tell us
Yes.
what your favorite like odd
Not
one is.
like normal
Not the top.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Yes,
Okay.
I love that.
See you soon.
Bye, friends.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, baby.